Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to EB Yoga. Today's class is an effort and ease class, so you'll need a bolster, 2 blocks, and we will begin class lying down in constructive rest. Lie down flat on your back, knees bent, feet and knees about hip distance apart, but you can always point the feet in a different direction to make the knees more comfortable. So the legs are still a little bit active, but we're allowing our hip flexors a chance to relax here. So the knees are not knocking in together, there's space there. Arms can be whatever you'd like. And close your eyes if you would like, and we'll begin with just a moment of quiet, beginning to focus on your breath. Bringing your attention to the present moment. Noticing your inhale and exhale. And keeping your focus with your breath. And if watching the breath helps you focus and be here in the present moment, you can stay with the breath. Maybe bring your attention to the sounds going on around you. If a thought or worry pops into your mind, can you bring your attention back to sound, to come back to the present? Or maybe use your body as your focal point for this first part of class. Noticing the way your body connects with your mat. Does your body feel grounded where it's connecting? Find your focal point and take a moment to just be here in the present. Notice where your attention is now. Were you able to stay here in the present with your focal point? Taking a moment to set an intention before we begin moving today. Taking a moment to think to yourself, what's bringing me to the mat today? And slowly start to stretch your body out. Arms over your head, legs get long, a full body stretch. And grab your right hand, pull it up over your head, right toes reach down, lengthen out your right side. And let go of the right hand and switch. Left hand up and over, left toes point down, lengthen your left side. Another breath on the left side. And release. Bring your hands in front of you, clasp them together, and circle your wrist. Slow your wrist down, change direction. And slow your wrists again. Flip your hands around, palms up. And let your hands peel apart, maybe stretching the fingers. And give your wrists a couple circles, maybe a little shake. And let your arms rest back down and begin to bend your knees back in like constructive rest. And then warming up our ankles, leaving your heels on the ground and just tapping the toes, alternating feet. And then switching it up, leave the toes down and lift up the heels, alternate. And take a moment to take a few circles with each ankle. And circling both directions. And switching feet. And taking a few more breaths here. Any little movement with the ankles that would feel good. And relax your feet back down. Bend your right knee in towards your belly and starting to bend and straighten the right knee. Always modifying these movements so it feels good and warms up your body in a way that you like. Maybe adding the ankle movement with the knee. And then moving down to the right hip. I like to have my knee bent here and then just circle the knee. Maybe butterfly the knee in and out. And taking a few more breaths with your right leg. Any sort of movement that feels good. And begin to set the right leg down. And then over to the left side. Bend the left knee in. And start to bend and straighten. Maybe add the left ankle with the left knee. And if you're ready, moving down to the left hip, left knee bends and circles. Maybe letting the left knee butterfly in and out. And a few more breaths with the left leg. Any little movement you need. And then set the left leg down. Maybe take a couple windshield wipers with your knees. Bring your body back to center and stillness. And before we flip over, let's explore a couple poses on our back, starting with our tabletop. Reach your arms up. Check in that the shoulders feel stable, arm bones are in their sockets. Straighten out your elbows, pull your fingertips back a little bit. Feel the muscles in your arms working. One at a time, bringing the legs up to tabletop. Knees stacked sort of above the hip. Flex the foot. Add your second leg. Do you feel legs and arms activated here in tabletop? Is your core helping to stabilize and hold your legs and arms up? Keep your arms where they are. Legs will extend out to plank legs, one at a time. Straighten the leg out. Let the leg go all the way down to touch the ground and flex the foot. Send the second leg out to meet it. And both feet are flexed like you're in plank on your back. Long line from your head to your heels. And are you still working your arms? Let it go. Relax the arms, relax your legs. Maybe shake your feet out. And start to bend your knees, walk your feet back in, curl your knees over your belly, and take a little rock around on your back. And start to make your way up and over into tabletop. Check in with your wrists and your knees and tabletop. If you want to grab a blanket for any extra padding, go ahead, get yourself comfortable. And once you're comfortable in tabletop, cat and cow breaths. Inhale, fills your belly up, lets it drop down to your mat. Exhale, pull your belly in, round your spine up. Allowing your breath to move your body. Take one or two more of these cat and cow breaths. We'll begin to move into our barrel roll. So I like to start when I'm rounded up in cat and then push my ribs to the side, down to the other side, and up. Like you're scraping your rib cage around in a barrel. Slow your barrel roll down. Take one more roll in this direction. And then take your barrel roll the other direction. Slow it down again. One more barrel roll here. And coming back toward tabletop. And then we'll take arm and leg extensions. We'll do 2 rounds of these. So the first one, just legs, and then the second one, we'll add arms if we're feeling balanced today. So back into tabletop. Let's begin with the right leg reaching back. And then for 5 breaths, we'll pull it in toward our belly. So I like to inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale it back and exhale in. 3 more. And after that third one, set the right leg down. And we'll go over to the left leg. Reach your left leg back. 5 breaths. Inhale, stretch it. Exhale, curl it in. 3 more. And after your third one, set the knee down. Maybe give your hips a little sway side to side. And now we'll do another 5 breaths, this time adding on the opposite arm. So take a moment to make sure you're good and balanced here. Right leg reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe your wrist taps your knee. 3 more. And after your third one, knee and hand down. Maybe give the hips a little sway. And over to the other side, reaching with the left leg, adding the right arm. Inhale, reach, exhale in. Inhale, reach, exhale, tap it in. 3 more. And after that third one, knee down, maybe give a little sway side to side. And let your hips go back to your heels and take a stretch in child's pose. From child's pose, begin to lift back up toward table. Once you're back in tabletop, step one leg back at a time into plank. From plank, bend your knees, butt up and back to down dog. And from downward dog, start to walk your feet forward, walk your hands back. And big bend in your knees, forward fold. Really big bend in your knees. Let your body roll up to stand. And give yourself a little shake out if you need. Let's make our way toward the top of our mats and find our mountain pose. Go ahead and grab your blocks and have them handy up here too. Finding your mountain pose, maybe rocking on your feet. My new challenge is don't even look at your feet. Just rock yourself around. Let your body find where it feels balanced instead of letting your eyeballs tell you where your body should go. See if you can get a little bit taller. Maybe a couple circles to relax your shoulders. We'll go through 3 rounds of half sun and 3 rounds of full sun. You can always just stick with the half sun if you prefer. You can always come back and hang out in mountain pose. Let's take one more breath here. And next, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Number 2, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Number 3, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Full sun A. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, step into table. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale, up and back to dog. Walk your feet forward, hands back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. And number 2, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back to table. Inhale, lower halfway, and exhale, up and back to dog. Walk your feet forward, hands back. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Last time, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, step back to table. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale, up and back to dog. Walk your feet forward, hands back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, hands down. Take a couple breaths here. And grab your blocks. We're going to take a little balance challenge here. We're going to stand 1 foot on each block, and I have space there in between the blocks. Go ahead and step up, find your balance, and little balance challenge. Start with shifting your weight into your right foot. See if you can bring your left foot to that space in the middle without dropping it down or lifting it way up high, but keeping it even with the right foot. And then starting our balance challenge, bend your left knee, extend your left leg out, and bring it down. Ballerina toes, point forward and take our leg in a circle. Slowly take it out to the side. Take it back behind you. And then bend your left knee, pull it up and in, extend it out again, and drop it down. And a little breath between sides. And then shift your weight over into your left foot. Right foot comes to balance or hover. And bend and extend. Bend your right knee up, extend your leg out, and drop it down. Ballerina toes, point forward. And around in a circle, out to the side, back behind you. And then bend and extend one more time, knee up, leg out, and drop it down. And then you can step off your blocks, maybe give your hips a little shake side to side. And then grab your blocks, let's make our way back to tabletop. Have your blocks up by your hands in your tabletop, and we will begin our lunge series, starting with low lunge with our right foot forward. So maybe bring the hands up to blocks to make some space so that you can pull the right foot forward. And find balance here, hands on blocks or whatever arm position you'd like today. And from low lunge, start to tip your body forward, hands to the blocks, curl your left knee under. Push into your left foot, a little stretch there in the left calf. Let go of that push on the left foot. Maybe bring the left toes in a little bit so you feel balanced. Get ready to rise up to airplane. Hands by your side, belly's hovering above the right leg, airplane. And keep your body still. Move your arms, Superman. Bend your back knee, reach your body up, high lunge. From high lunge, bring your hands down to heart. Tilt your body back into airplane. And get ready to float to warrior three. Start to hop the back toes in as you shift your weight into your right foot. And then let the left leg start to float up. And blocks are there for balance if you'd like. And then let the left leg drop down to meet the right. And take a forward fold. Give your hips a little shake side to side. From your forward fold, bend your knees. Left foot can stay forward. Drag your right foot back so you can drop your knee. And adjust yourself. Find your low lunge now with the left leg bent. Whatever arm position you'd like on this side. From low lunge, start to tip your body forward, hands to your blocks. Curl the right toes, lift up the right knee. Push into the right foot for a little stretch. Let go of the push and hop the foot in a little bit so you feel balanced and ready to rise up. Hands along your side, airplane lunge. And body stays still, just the arms move, Superman. Bend the back knee, reach up, high lunge. Arms up or hands on hips. And if your arms are up, bring your hands down to your heart. Get ready to float into warrior three. Sit back to airplane lunge. Start to hop your back toes in as you shift your weight onto your left leg. Let your right leg float up. Find your blocks with your hands if you'd like. And let your right leg drop down. Forward fold, maybe a little sway side to side. And bend your knees, start to make your way down to your mat. And let's make our way onto our backs. Once you come to lie on your back, we'll begin by making our way back into our tabletop on our back. Reach your arms up, straighten the elbows, fingertips pull back, shoulders are stable. One at a time, add your tabletop legs. Flex your feet, leg muscles working. Notice if your core is engaged, helping keep your arms and legs up. And then remember those arm and leg extensions we did in tabletop when we were on hands and knees? We're going to do those again now on our back. Let's start with extending our right leg back. So it's like a plank leg. Think of how we did that when we were in tabletop. And then reach your left arm somewhere up along your head. We've got our arm and leg extended out, and now we'll do 5 breaths, tapping it in. So inhale, reach. Exhale, maybe your wrist taps onto your knee. Inhale, reach. And exhale, tap it in. 3 more. And last one. to a tabletop. And the other side, left leg extends out like a plank leg. Right arm reaches back along your head. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, wrist to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. 3 more breaths. And then come back to tabletop. And go ahead and drop your feet, relax your arms, and take a couple breaths if you want a little stretch, maybe windshield wiper the knees. And then bring yourself back to tabletop. Arms up, legs up. This time, taking some bicycle crunches. So your tabletop arms will come behind your head, make a little basket. I like to keep these tabletop legs and then alternate with plank legs. So I'll send my right leg out to a plank leg first, and that's where I'll cross my right elbow toward my left knee, and then switch. So little bicycle crunches here. And let's take another 15-20 seconds of these. And you don't have to go super fast. You'll probably feel some more challenge in your muscles the slower you go. How about one more time to each side? And relax your arms, relax your legs. Take a stretch that feels good. And then let's make our way up to sit one more time. We're going to recreate what we just did on our back, floating up on our bolster. So grab your bolster and your 2 blocks. You always have the option to do this next round of poses on your back again as well if you don't want to try it up on the bolster, which usually ends up being a little bit more challenging. So if you're up on the bolster, I have my blocks there to support under my head so my whole spine is supported. So take a moment to set yourself up on your bolster and blocks, making sure that it feels like you're supported from your tail to your head. And once you are comfortable and supported, we will begin by recreating tabletop. Start with your arms, straighten your elbows, pull your fingertips back, shoulders are stable. Add your tabletop legs one at a time. And remember, if anything ever bothers your back, see if you could put one leg on the ground to help ground you. For me, I feel a little bit of sensation in my back here. One leg on the ground really helps that. So these might be some poses that you do want to do on the ground for 2 rounds. Anyways, from tabletop, arm and leg extensions. Reach your right leg to a plank leg. Drop your left arm by your head. 5 breaths. Inhale, reach. Exhale, wrist to knee. Inhale, extend, and exhale, pull it in. 3 more breaths like that. And after those 5 breaths, come back to your table. Get ready for the other side. Left leg to a plank leg, right arm along your head. 5 breaths. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extends. Exhale, brings it in. Take 3 more. And after those, go ahead and relax your legs, relax your arms. Maybe butterfly your knees in and out. And then get ready for those bicycle crunches. Start to come back toward a tabletop. And then bring your hands into a basket behind your head. And lift up your head and chest a little bit. Send your right leg to a plank leg. Cross your right elbow towards your left knee. And switch. And just another 15-20 seconds of these bicycles. And again, if this doesn't feel good on your back or anywhere else, just do it on the ground. How about one more crunch each side? And relax your arms, relax your legs. Take a stretch. Maybe arms up, legs down would feel good here. And then let's begin to make our way onto our backs with our bolster under our knee. And we'll end class the same way we began, in constructive rest. It's up to you if you'd like the bolster under your knees to end class in constructive rest like this, or if you'd rather lie flat on your back for a traditional Shavasana, you can do that as well, whatever position you want to end class today. And let's take a moment to relax. Just noticing where your attention is now. Have you been able to stay with a focal point for class? Allow your body and mind to relax. Begin to make little movements to wake your body back up. Hands, feet, fingers, toes. If it feels good, reach your arms up, legs down, full body stretch. And begin to roll towards your side. And begin to press your body up to sit. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. I hope you enjoyed this effort and ease, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.